All right, guys, I'm doing a voiceover. My voice was shot when I shot this. So what I'm choosing between here is my Super Shift Tsunami Flake or that Raven I'm pointing at. I'm going to go with the Raven. So what the point of this is I'm trying to make some worms that will be really visible to worms during low light situations, which is what I've been fishing anyway lately a lot. The most productive, and maybe some night fishing applications too. My father and I are staying at a lake here before next week or two, and night fishing may be on the agenda. So I wanted to do something cool. So the first thing I thought of is like, hey, I'm going to use some dark bodied worms. So that Raven Super Shift is just awesome. It's going to be dark. It's going to have just tons of colors that I just love to look at. So that's what I chose. And that went well. Now, this day was plagued with just horrible outcomes. Maybe think I forgot everything that I learned. But you can see right now in that color, that chartreuse, there are blobs of unliquefied color. They were hard. They were just hardened. I don't know. I guess that's something that I haven't encountered yet. Now I know it's a thing, so I'm going to have to look for hard packs from now on. I'm trying to poke it out right now, and I'm going to give up eventually and just have to live with it. These are for me, not for somebody else, so they'll be fine. But if it was for somebody else, I would have to just start all the way over. All right, and here's a little bit of black to back the Raven and make it a little darker. And then it was time to do the tails. I'm adding some glow powder, which is where the second, I guess not mistake, but the second problem kind of arose for that day. This glow powder apparently had some moisture in it too, for being in the garage for a while. And you can see on the bottom, if you look at the bottom of the cup, it had bubbles in it, and you can just see it right there. It starts to, all that gas, so all the water turns into gas and just comes up to the top. It worked its way out. I wanted this to make it more opaque, which it did. I knew it was going to make it a little thicker. But the bubbles kind of slowed me down because you have to wait for those to kind of get out of your plastic. So that happened. And once the bubbles did come out, it was time to shoot that color. You probably hear my son in the background. See, sorry guys, doing this in my house. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot these tail colors first. I have to fill the whole mold up, and then I'm gonna have to cut them off. So that's what's happening right here. That right there is the finesse crawler, which is one of my favorite ones to throw on a shaky head. And then behind that is the stick baits, and then to the left are the Ned leeches from Epic Bait Molds. Now for the craziest part of the day. Right here, I'm getting ready to pour this last bit of plastic in. And right there, did you see that little black or brown thing that came in there? A bug literally flew directly into my plastisol as I was pouring it. I've never had that happen before. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it won't find its way into my mold. So I went ahead and I just said, you know what? I'm going to pour it. I can always remelt it. No harm, no foul, maybe. Just crazy that happened. Here in a minute, I'm going to pick it out, and I can't even find the bug because at that point, I mean, like I found the blob, but it basically vaporized the insect. So it made its way all the way to the tip of my injector in just the very end of it, and there it is. You can see it's brown. I have to get my hands out of the way here. It's gone. I mean, all it did was leave like just a mark where it was. There it was. It just exploded. I wonder if its blood just got hot and it blew up. I don't know, but that was interesting, I guess. All right, so here's what we ended up with. The Epic Leech. You can see the blobs I'm pointing out. I'm not happy, but they're going to work for me. Then I'm going to pull out the finesse worms, and I'm going to have to pull out the stick baits and cut all the tails. With all the tails back in the molds, I'm ready to add the body color, which is mistake number 3 here. I try to show the camera something, and there it goes. I spilled some of my plastic just right on the floor. It didn't look like a lot, but I was actually kind of worried after that because I was like, oh, I don't know if I have enough plastic. I'm filling 2 pretty high volume molds and then also a leech. Ends up working out. Probably just overreacted. But I mean, it doesn't feel good to look down at the floor and see some of your plastic just hardening on your dirty floor that just isn't salvageable anymore. All right, now it's time to take a little bit of a better look at these. You can see the Raven Hyper Shift looks really awesome. It's got those hues of like blue and green and purple. Those are going to have a little bit of different texture though. Those sand cast molds by Do It, they're always a little more opaque because of the texture on the outside. There's another example of that. I'm pretty happy with them. There's a few things I want to tweak when I do it again, but they'll definitely catch some fish. Here's a better look at that leech. I was trying to get a good shot of the shift. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't do the color justice on camera. It just doesn't pick up the hues of green that I see. It's way more pretty in person. And of course, I had to show you guys what they look in the dark. The tails glow, which is exactly what I was hoping for. You can see there's a little bit of some of the plastic got passed onto that tail from the black side, but all in all, I'm pretty happy. Hopefully they do their job and catch some fish. And if you made it this far in the video, I hope you liked it. Please click the button and show me that you did. And I'll see you guys soon. Till next time, guys. Bye.